Okay. We're very clear that we would review the 2 contracts at the earliest opportunity. Now, the challenge for us, clearly if they're not performing, and certainly if they're failing, there is a very straightforward mechanism. It's in there in the contract. The challenge in terms of the find us a way out is what the bill for that is. And we spent a lot of time this evening talking about a whole range of services that people want to see delivered for local people. And what the challenge will be for us looking at the balancing act between ensuring that we can continue to fund elderly care, education, funding council house building, and having to pay a significant bill and probably go through a protracted court process of pulling out of a contract. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, but the reality is we need to be looking at how they're performing, and if they're performing to their contract, pulling out is going to be, without due cause, is going to be really difficult. Even if, as I've said before, we would not have wanted to be there in the first place. We fought it every step of the way. There was no proper in-house comparison, poor options appraisals, and we would certainly halt any further moves to privatise services on a mass scale, because we would seek to transform and support and protect in-house services. But given the challenge of the finances, we could not sacrifice the services you want in that first year if it meant going to court to fight an unwinnable battle. And that's the challenge we will face. We will be asking officers to go through and really challenge whether it's performing and look at ways of ending those contracts. But the reality is that it cannot be at the expense of those services that you all want and matter in your day-to-day lives. Because,
what are you going to cut?
Pardon?
Which further public services are you going to cut?
I'm not going to cut any further public services. What I'm saying is...
Is that a pledge?
Is that a pledge?
It's a pledge about cutting services.
Okay.
Don't answer it.
It's not possible to answer that.
I did not actually say I guess.
Yes, and if that's the case, then how difficult.
All right, we've run out of time, so I would like to... I'm afraid that we won't even have time for closing